Yo, welcome back to Spooky Saturday. Um, if you don't know what Spooky Saturday is, every single Saturday on my main channel we play a horror game, and on the second channel we watch and react to scary quote-unquote videos. Today we'll be reacting to the darkest audio on the internet. Number one. This is by Nexpo. Nexpo is a very popular horror channel where he does lots of videos on like Reddit posts and different scary stories. He has very well put together videos. I do recommend you check him out. The link to his channel and this video that I'm going to be reacting to are going to be in the description. And yeah, so let's do this. This video contains audio recordings that may upset some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Keep that in mind. He always has such good audio. Love his intros. Visuals are always great. Seriously, go check out Nexpo. I am just here reacting to his art. It's very good.
There's something inherently eerie about an audio recording. The idea of listening in on a horrifying incident, a freak accident, a glance into someone's life that feels so close, yet so incredibly distant.
Yeah, I will say 911 calls always put me on the paranoia level and creepy level that every time. If you want to just audio in general, emergency broadcasts, those creep me out. Anything audio, things that are too loud, it's a whole thing.
Across the internet, there are countless disturbing happenings that have been recorded.
Very true.
Media that we can readily view anytime we want. Yet tonight, I'd like to share with you 3 stories, not of which we can say, but of those we can't.
Very cool intro. Chapter 1. Where are you? Love the
It's a
ambience.
stormy night. August 24th, 2019.
Okay.
A woman named Deborah Stevens is out delivering newspapers before the world begins to wake. It's loud and intensely dangerous. As she's driving, her car suddenly begins to hydroplane. Yet
That's
instead of
scary.
regaining control, the waters around her rapidly rise, sweeping her car off the road and pinning it against nearby trees. Realizing that she's in danger, she immediately calls her mother-in-law, panicking, pleading for any sort of help.
Oh,
She's
no.
informed to call the police. Surely emergency services can help her out of this, right? And so, she situates herself, dials 911, and explains to dispatch the following.
Dude, I can't even imagine. Here we go. This lady is going to be pleading for her life.
I have an emergency, a severe emergency. I'm in a flooding. My car veered off the road while I was doing my newspapers, and I'm flooded over here on the end of Kincaid, and it's all the way up to my windows, and I can't get out, and I'm scared to death, ma'am. Can you please help me really bad?
I need you to calm down. I need you to tell me where you are.
I don't know, ma'am. I'm on the end of Kincaid down here by these apartments. There's some apartments on Kincaid. I don't know what they're called.
What color is your vehicle?
On the other side of Kincaid, at the very end of Kincaid Street, there's some apartments, and
Right. Do you have a dark blue car is what I'm asking you? What color is your vehicle?
Yeah, dark. It's gray SUV, lady. The mortar's all the way up to my windows.
Okay, hold on for me. Don't hang up. Am I not on the phone with you trying to get you some help?
Yes, but I
Okay,
need
so stop.
somebody to come here.
What? Okay. I was about ready to, because there's a huge thing around the internet about shitting on dispatchers because they're asking a lot of questions. That's their job. However, saying, am I not sending someone, stop crying, basically, is insane and disgusting.
I'm sorry.
You're not going to die. I don't know why you're freaking out. It's okay. I know the water level is high. I understand that. But you freaking out doing nothing but losing your oxygen up in there. So just calm down.
But are they not going to come get me?
You said what? I'm sorry?
When are they going to be here?
As soon as they get there.
That dude. Okay. If you want her to calm down, don't be passive aggressive. I mean, how? That's not. How are you a human being? Like, what the fuck?
I'm going to be before I die.
Yeah, I know.
As Deborah pleads for her life, it starts to become evident that the operator, a woman named Donna Renault, is becoming a bit annoyed with her demeanor.
Okay. Not a huge fan of judging people based on the way that they look. However, in this case,
as we know, this is the absolute worst time, the worst line of work, even, to let emotion cloud your judgment.
yeah, especially
Deborah
annoyance.
needs help.
And how are
where
you
in the
annoyed?
world is it?
That is disgusting.
Ma'am, it's getting all the way up to my chest, and
I know the water's up to your chest. Just stay on the phone with me, and I have an officer and the fire department coming out to you. So just hold on, okay?
Thank you. I'm sorry if I'm rude, but I'm
You're
scared.
not being rude. I know you're scared. Just calm down for me.
I'm scared. I've never had anything like this happen to me before.
Well, this will teach you next time. Don't drive in the water.
Or excuse me? I don't even know what to say to that. This will teach you next time not to drive in the water?
Couldn't see it, ma'am. I'm sorry, or I wouldn't.
I don't see how you didn't see it. You had to go right over it. So
Dude.
No, ma'am. I was in the truck. I was in a parking
Poor
lot.
woman.
There was no water where I was at.
okay.
And when I got to the end of the parking lot, I was looking for the road to get out into the main road. When I got to the main road, it was too late. There was water, and I couldn't see it fast enough.
Yeah.
The water just didn't appear.
As this call continues, it's evident that Renault isn't taking her seriously. A woman trapped and unable to escape her vehicle is reportedly only equivalent to the priority of a stalled vehicle. It's only midway through this.
Wait a second. So she stalled vehicle? If this lady dies, this fucking cunt should have charges against her. Oh my god.
When it's
Dude.
fully
What?
escalated. But even then, crucial minutes have already bled by. Deborah Stevens, as we know, is running out of time.
Dude, I can't even fucking imagine.
Ma'am, please.
Hold on for me. Hold on. Ladder 2.
Oh my God.
Okay, I know. Listen to me. They are in the area. They are trying to find you. They cannot find you right now. I'm trying to ping where you are, so do not hang up because this 911 call is helping me ping your location. So don't hang up on me. Okay,
Oh,
where are
no.
you moving to? Tell me where it's going. Okay, tell me where you are. Listen to me. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Deborah Stevens, following this call, wouldn't make it out alive. And her vehicle, a tomb, swept away in one of the most heartbreaking freak accidents that I have ever listened to. About 10 minutes after this call ended, rescuers were finally able to make their way to her. However, by then, it was far too late. As it turned out, she had drowned inside, and a mother, a daughter, a friend who was simply out delivering newspapers to the public had undeservingly lost her life.
Oh my god, dude. That is intense. Jesus. Fuck that dispatcher.
Next tonight, the 911 outrage. A dispatcher on her final shift, taking a call from a woman stranded in her car as floodwaters rise. She panics, but it's what the...
In the following months, it was found that Donna Renault was coincidentally working her final shift after having submitted her 2 weeks' notice 13 days prior. To call it like it is, she displayed a remarkable lack of compassion towards someone in such a dire situation,
Yeah.
constantly scolding and belittling
evil
Deborah
lack
in the
of
final
compassion.
moments of her life. Never once did she render any sort of legitimate advice to keep her from panicking. A massive mistake, especially considering that she was dying.
It's not just a mistake. At some point it becomes intentional, and that's what it felt like. I don't give a fuck if you're in your last shift. That's insane.
The backside of these apartments over here, where these people are at, they can all see me. They're all standing out there watching.
Miss Debbie, you're gonna have to shut up, okay?
Okay, I changed my mind. Public stoning. That is the only answer to this.
I need you to listen to me.
Surprisingly, after an internal investigation, it was found that no policies were broken. No criminal action had taken place. None of what
Of
Donna
course.
Renault had done or said had violated anything. In essence, she had gotten off scot-free. And in her wake, a family devastated
fucking
and
disgusting.
shattered by an accident that never should have happened. Much like with Loretta Pickard, the Deborah Stevens tragedy is equal parts heartbreaking and frustrating. Both were, even if in part, victims of external circumstance. Both were helpless as they were slowly consumed by the predicament around them.
I do remember the lady on the right, Loretta Picard. If you haven't watched that video, you should watch that as well. That was also a failure on dispatch, the police. I think the department that found that she did nothing wrong should be ashamed of themselves.
Both of them should still be here today.
Yeah. I mean, it was quite literally, I don't know how they didn't find her at fault, because she put it as a lower like emergency than it actually was. That's not only negligence, but I don't know, that's what?
They aren't.
We'll return after these messages.
Alright guys, before we continue, I'd like to talk about tonight's video sponsor.
Okay, everyone go check out Nexpo, go click on his sponsor, do all of that. Thank you, Nexpo. Chapter 2. Say a little prayer. Just kind of a fucking jammer.
in New York. This
Lightening
is
up in the mood
Live
just a
at
little
5
bit.
with Jack Cafferty, Sue Simmons, and Al Roker with the weather.
The year is
Old
1986.
news things. Oh my god,
And on
that's
WNBC New York, a
minute
reporter
ago.
named Jane Dornacker is giving her daily traffic report.
okay.
Once a musician and an actress, She had found her home here in her late 30s, enthusiastically providing updates about accidents, traffic jams, what have you, to the affiliated Joey Reynolds radio show. For her, the news media was a job secure and consistent. So what could possibly, if ever, go wrong?
Oh no.
Weather forecast for our area overnight, mostly clear and cool.
At 4:44 in the afternoon on October 22nd, 1986, an Instrom F-28F helicopter, operated by a company called Spectrum, takes off for their daily WNBC traffic analysis. On board was 39-year-old Jane Dornacker.
I don't want to make jokes, but if it was the same company that does the internet, then I'm not surprised if it went down.
Joined by a 30-year-old captain, Bill Pate. The flight, like so many others, was meant to be unremarkable. However, what neither of them knew was that a maintenance engineer had installed the wrong clutch to it. A severe oversight that has the potential to cause a complete loss of power to the...
Dude, the amount of things that you have to checklist on flights for I don't know about helicopters specifically, but I know for like small engine planes, it's insane. Like I was thinking about being a pilot at one point, and I got to go through this checklist of like I actually went to go see like a Cessna, and there was this massive checklist before you could even do anything. But just installing the wrong clutch, I don't even know how you fuck that up. I don't know.
Aircraft's rotor blades. Nevertheless, complete loss of power to the aircraft's rotor blades. Nevertheless, the engineer was highly experienced. The helicopter appeared ready to go. However, over the next 2 minutes after takeoff, something would go horribly wrong.
We got to hear their like...
Okay, here's Jane Dornacker now on the helicopter.
Thank you very much, Joy. There was indeed an accident southbound on the Major Deegan at
She's
the
in the
Mosswood
helicopter
Parkway.
live.
An accident, a serious accident involving a tractor-trailer and a car. It has been pushed off to the shoulder, but now watch out there now, because another flatbed truck is going to have to come to clear it, so yield right of way. Northbound on the BQE, we spotted that disabled vehicle in the right-hand lane before the Kosciuszko, not causing much of a backup, but further northbound there on the BQE, traffic is very heavy past the Kosciuszko all the way over to the LIE. The outbound Holland Tunnel, extra heavy for you right now. Earlier there was a car fire at Hudson and Canal Street. It has been cleared about heading to New Jersey. The outbound Lincoln Tunnel looks a lot better for you in New
something's
Jersey.
going on.
Get the water! Get the water! Get the water!
At this moment, the helicopter had struck the chain link fence of a nearby pier after rapidly nosediving and had crashed into the Hudson River. Stunned and completely confused, Joey Reynolds continues in hopes of quelling panic.
Wish she continued?
Okay, we're going to play some music here, I think. Find out what's going on with the helicopter. There's something happened there. It's 4:45, 16 till 5 on WNBC on the Joey Reynolds Show. We're taking an helicopter report from Jane Dornacker. Let's check in, see how they're doing there.
Not the fucking upbeat music, dude.
Nothing happened with Jane. We had a helicopter report from the Encopter. Of course, you know, once before we had this happen. A few months ago, she went down in the drink. Yeah. Not she. I mean, she has a pilot. But this time she said hit the water, something like that. So we're going to find out what's going on there.
Did this happen before?
We hope nothing. Say a little prayer. Hope nothing's wrong. That's really it.
Yeah.
Airlines Hawaii. 8 days, 7 nights for only $559.
We'll take you back downstairs to Jerry, and we will stay up here and have reports for you as we can bring them to you. Jerry?
It's McDonald's 31st anniversary. And
cargoes of food and medicine have been flown to famine-stricken southern Sudan. The first flights...
Good evening. The Mets even the World Series. We'll have team coverage of their incredible comeback in Boston.
But first, we have a grim development in a tragedy that struck us here at NBC today, a tragedy heard by millions. WNBC traffic reporter Jane Dornacker has been pronounced dead. Her pilot remains in critical condition tonight. Their helicopter crashed...
For 15 minutes, The aircraft sat submerged in 20 feet of water, and the occupants inside,
Wait,
helpless as they struggled.
the pilot was alive at that time? In critical condition after 20 minutes underwater?
To comprehend the reality that they found themselves thrown in.
Dude.
Through no fault of their own, the aircraft's
so many drowning
crash had
things?
failed, causing the rotor blades to completely seize up and leaving them with no other option but to plunge downward. Down to the depths below. The pilot, Bill Pate, was severely injured from this accident. However, Jane Dornicker wasn't quite so lucky. The strangest part about this entire situation is that this wasn't even Dornicker's first encounter inside of a falling aircraft.
Right,
as
yeah,
only 6 months prior,
the guy
a
said
helicopter that she was on board, again, had fallen from the sky.
And they say lightning doesn't strike
Following
twice.
her death, Joey Reynolds and the entire staff at WNBC were in complete shock. However, none of it compared to the loss that was experienced by Dornacker's 16-year-old daughter, Naomi.
Man.
Just 3 months prior, she had lost her father, and out of nowhere, now had to contend with the loss of the only other parent in her life. An unimaginable heartbreak, especially for someone at such a young age.
I can't imagine. Thank God.
In the end, Naomi was given a $325,000 settlement from a wrongful death lawsuit with Spectrum Helicopters, a sum equal to nearly $1 million today. But even still, her life was completely shattered. She had lost everyone she loved, and she ultimately became an orphan through no fault of her own.
She's probably still alive today. She's 16 and 86. Definitely.
This incident all around is one of the most heartbreaking cases that I have ever researched, and I can't even begin to imagine the horror that Jane felt in her final moments.
No.
All it took was one single maintenance mistake to flip an entire family's life upside down, and I truly hope that today, Naomi is at least doing okay.
It's 2 drowning ones, Nexpo. How'd you know drowning is a large fear of mine? How'd you know that, huh? Chapter 3. The woman on the radio. Oh no. These videos are always so heavy too.
It's June 2016.
Okay. Solid year.
The world is ensnared in politics. Harambe takes over the internet.
Yeah?
And over on YouTube, a user named Sir Daniel Fortesk uploads a video depicting a strange, eerie radio broadcast. His recording is only 1.5 minutes in length.
Okay.
However, in the description, he provides us with some context. My name is Cody E., and I'm a swing shift security guard at a bank management building located in Utah.
Okay.
Inside the security office is an old AM/FM radio that
Never a
belongs
good
to my
sign.
supervisor, who listens to talk shows during his daytime shift. On
Like an
June
EMF
16th,
thing?
2016, I was killing time before I got off work and began to play with the old radio. It was set to AM stations, and while turning the knob, scanning through stations, I came across a very creepy broadcast. After listening to it for about 1.5 minutes, I quickly grabbed my cell phone and began to record the audio. I could hear 2 voices during the broadcast. The first and most often heard is of a woman crying, in to me what sounds like fear or agony. While the woman's crying and speaking, you can hear faint words spoken from another woman or girl who sounds younger. I
Dude,
wrote
what the
down what
fuck?
I believe I hear the voices say in the recording, but if you hear something different or can make sense of audio I couldn't understand, feel free to leave it in the comments and tell me what you think of it. I don't post videos to YouTube normally, and I don't focus this channel on anything specific. I simply recorded this video from an experience I had at work and was asked by my friend to post the recording here.
Okay. I'm sniffing fake, but we'll see.
The following is the OP's recording.
following sequence contains my personal interpretation of the words spoken within this audio recording. To this day, the source remains a mystery. Viewer discretion is advised. My first instinct is that this is fake. Also, why are you leaving so much space? You're giving me anxiety. Already hate it. What the fuck?
Alright, full scale.
I hate this. Did you give this to the police? Huh? That sounds like it could be from a movie, hopefully, please. What the fuck? Please provide context.
This broadcast, as we could hear, initially sounds like some sort of voicemail. A woman cries, pleads, begs for mercy. Yet throughout the entire recording, we never hear a response from whoever she's supposedly talking to. What is she crying about? Who is she? And what in the world is going on? Looking up specific words from the broadcast turns up nothing. A recording of a movie or TV show? A nearly impossible dead end.
That's what I thought.
This audio just exists, cast out into the endless void of the internet for all of us to chew on and to become intensely creeped out by. 5 years ago, we dove into the bizarre mystery of Portland's 96.7 FM and the strange broadcasts that were emanating from it for over a year. Throughout my video, we narrowed the culprit down to a non-profit called the Community Alliance of Tenants, whom, as expected, denied any involvement with it. While that's so, in that case, we were at least given a call sign, something to chew on to take the investigation deeper. Yet here, nothing. All we have is an eerie voice muddled in static, and a general location far too broad to narrow down.
He didn't give
Given
like
the nature of shortwave radio stations and how anyone can broadcast anything on them given the proper equipment, I do believe that this has the potential to be someone messing around.
True.
But then again, what if it isn't? I'm curious if any of you remember anything like this taking place around Utah in 2016. I have a funny feeling that someone out there has some sort of recording related to this, and this is precisely where I need your help. What truly is the context here?
I would love to know if you found out.
What in the world is she pleading for? And most importantly, who exactly is the woman on the radio?
Yeah. It's a valid question. Whew. My shoulders are tense, dude. I carry all my stress up here and
Audio. A medium so intimate, so familiar, so intensely unsettling. A frontier where we as onlookers can allow our minds to wander, filling in the gaps of lost information with always the worst case scenario. Tonight, you and I dove into 3 cases of the darkest audio on the internet.
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed this. This was different, I know. But if you have any other suggestions for cases that would fit this mold, feel free to send them over to dtfaisubmissions@gmail.com. Once again, that's dtfaisubmissions@gmail.com. Thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you, Nexpo.
I'll see you soon. I love you all. And good night.
Sweet. As always, Nexpo, you killed it.
Dornacker was a familiar voice to commuters with her traffic reports, and this was her second crash. The first one was in April when her chopper went down in the Hackensack River near Richfield Park, New Jersey. Tonight at St. Vincent's Hospital, concerned colleagues of Dornacker showed up to learn what they could.
Everyone at WNBC is shocked and very saddened.
Well, once again, thank you, Nexpo. Everybody, check the description if you made it this far. Go subscribe to Nexpo. Go like his video. And once again, have a very spooky Saturday. Goodbye.